Hi, Scorpio. Let's do it one time for the haters, yeah? So, my hair has been up in this bun all night. I just did my makeup. Oh, hey. So, now that we've destroyed some people, let's move on. How you doing, Scorpio? It's been a minute. I have really great news for you this month, but I just want to talk to you first because I need your help. And when I need help, I go to my shooters. I go to my cousins, Scorpios. I go to my exes who still love me and I still love them, Scorpios. I go to the bad guys that I love, Scorpios. So I'm going to do the same thing with you guys because I need your help. So apparently, yesterday, me just divulging a little bit about myself in the Libra reading, which is because, like, so many people were asking me about, like, my hair and my routine and stuff. I just, like, said a little bit about myself there, about how I don't, like, comb my hair and stuff, because the thing is, my hair is such that if I combed it, it would just turn into, like, a big frizzy mess. Like, it's not curly, it's only ringlety because it's up in this bun all the time. Right? So it's actually very, very wiry. It's not soft. It's not silky. I think it just looks really good on camera because it's shiny, but it's actually very, very wiry. Okay? So why am I telling you guys this? Because in the middle of the night last night, I started getting bullied by people on YouTube. And I just need to talk about it for a couple of reasons. One, and why I'm doing it in the Scorpio video, is because I know that you guys hate bullies. I know that more than anybody, you guys are the ones who are like, what? What'd they say? Who said what? You know, like, you guys don't like when people take advantage of others like that. It just really bothers you. And which is why when I have an issue that I feel, not that I can't deal with, but more when I feel like I need to go to somebody stronger than me and be like, oh my God, look what happened. Like, when I want to tell on somebody, I go to Scorpios because I know that you guys don't see me as weak when I do it. I know that you know that I'm coming to you because I need your help. So I need your help. And what I need your help with is something that I feel is so prevalent on the internet now that, you know, you can tell already how I am. I can't keep stuff to myself. I can't just abide being bullied. And that's what's happening. There are people who are legit bullying me for no reason. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I understand that if I said something about a sign, like, you know how last month Pisces were all, like, upset with me? That was cool. I don't need to complain to anybody about that. I can handle that all on my own. But this isn't like people are upset because I said something about their sign or because they're offended by something. This is like people who are just like, oh, she's such a lying bitch. Who doesn't comb her? She combs it, she curls it, she does all this stuff to it, and she wants us to think that she's perfect. Excuse me, no. I use like 10 products on my face every day so I don't break out because I have such temperamental skin. There are people out there who never put anything on their face. I look at a highlighter palette and my face breaks out because the particles are too small and they get stuck in my pores. I know people who can bathe in highlighter and nothing happens to them. Everybody has different things that, you know, they got lucky with. Why, as a woman, and the thing is, I'm coming to you as a woman, not just as like an empath or a reader or anything. Like, I'm just curious and I want you guys to help me with this. Like, why as a woman, as women, are we not allowed to be feminine or talk about what's going on with our bodies or with our looks without other women trying to destroy us? That really bugs me out, you know, and it's not something that I would ever stand for in my personal life, in my quote unquote real life. So I'm sure as fuck not gonna stand for it on YouTube, you know, and I feel like I can say this in this video because I feel like you are the ones that when I feel like this, you're the guys I come to. And I say like, yo, this is hurting my feelings. Like, why are people being like this? Like, I need your help. And what do I need you guys to do for me? And this really does tie into what everything is saying for you guys this month. So I'm not just, you know, it's all, everything ties together, right? The fact that I feel this way, the fact that I was bullied, like someone was like, oh, you gotta sleep at some point. When you sleep, we're gonna put all these comments and like this troll shit, you know? And I'm just like, what? I am Harlem raised. Who are you trying to bully? Who are you trying to troll? You must be out of your mind, because I'm smart enough to know. What does Harlem raised mean? That means that I'm smart enough to know that when I can't handle something on my own, I call my boys. I call my people. You guys are my people. Okay? So, what I'm saying is, if you come across in any of these videos, on this video or any other video, if you come across hateful comments that are directed at me, please just flag those people. Please just report them. Please, because like, I don't need you to get into arguments with these people because they're trolls. Like, who cares? Don't engage them. But like, can we please look out for each other? Because, when people say mean stuff to you guys in the comments, I delete them. I don't stand for that. I don't allow people to mess with this space. I want this space to be about us growing and getting better together and learning from each other. And, that's why I said what I said in the Pisces video, because I'm not above being wrong. If I feel like I've wronged you or been unfair, listen, if a Gemini feels like they're being unfair, they can't live with themselves. And that Cancer rising I have and that Virgo moon, they're very strong in me. I can't take being unfair. I felt like I was unfair, and so I did the right thing. I apologize. But this, maybe it's that I apologize, and so people took that as a weakness, like a point in, oh, well, if we do this, then no. I apologize because in that situation, I was wrong. But that doesn't mean that you can roll over to my channel and just start spouting all kinds of nonsense and threatening me. Like, oh, you gotta sleep sometime, blah, blah. What? No. That we're not doing. And also, I would like to point out, and this is something that also ties in with you guys, because female Scorpios will know exactly where I'm coming from with this. Freud said that jealousy is just repressed sexual attraction. If you're not all the way comfortable with your sexuality and you're feeling some type of way about me and how I look, or the fact that I can very comfortably say, look, I don't comb my hair. I don't need to. It's like wires. It just does whatever. It eats insects. I find dead mosquitoes and stuff in my hair. Like, this is an animal that lets me live with it. Do you understand what I mean? I don't do anything to my hair. But the fact that I can't even say that without other females being so hateful, it's like, oh my God, I can't even believe like the level to the ugliness that it reached last night. And how like I had to just block. And for what? Like, it's so crazy to me. And the reason I said Scorpio women will understand is because I feel like you are the women that other women tend to hate on a lot because, generally, you guys are very attractive women. Like, I'm just going to go by the Scorpios. Like, I mean, the Scorpios in my life, like, my Scorpio women are gorgeous. But if we were just going off of even just what I've experienced on YouTube, the women that I have given readings to that are Scorpios in this past month are so pretty. They're so pretty that it's like a couple of times when like I've gotten on Skype, I've been like, whoa, damn, that girl's pretty. You know what I mean? Like, you just have that moment where you're like kind of shocked, like, damn, that girl's really pretty. So you, I think more than anybody else, understand what it's like when somebody maybe is like secretly attracted to you or is feeling some type of way about you, but it comes out as jealousy and hatred because that person isn't in tune with themselves enough to know why they're feeling the way they're feeling. So they take this kind of uncomfortable feeling and they channel it into hate. And I feel like you guys experience that a lot, which is why I can relate to you and which is why I can tell you this. I feel like you guys are so powerful and so confident and so picky because you know who you are and you know what you want. And I feel like people punish you for it. I feel like people get upset with you for it. I feel like people think that you're too harsh, too this, too that because of it. And yeah, I'll be the first person to say that, when I first started doing these readings, I was really upfront with you about you guys having to lessen your ego. But I have to say there's a difference between you humbling yourself and lessening your ego internally but not becoming a doormat. That's not the same thing. Not that you guys would ever be a doormat regardless of what I said or not. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? That's never what I was trying to say. It wasn't like you guys should take yourselves down a notch. That's not what I meant. I meant that your blessings get blocked because of your harshness towards yourself. The really high standard that you set for others, when you apply that to yourself and you apply that to relationships with loved ones, it can be hard on them. That's what I meant. I meant that more good things will come in if you soften that, right? But I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying right now, which is, in this respect, you shouldn't change at all, because we all need you. You know, you guys protect people. You guys are there for people. Like, the Scorpios in my life, like, when they watch this video, like, when my cousins watch this video, because they're in the US, they're asleep right now. When they wake up and they watch this video, my WhatsApp is going to start blowing up. Like, who said what to you? What happened? You know what I mean? And that's what I love about you guys, that you are so loyal. You are so dependable in that way. You know, you're my shooters. That's what I mean. So, please, for me, if you see these raggedy little people being the way they are, you see how much I'm controlling myself? Please just flag them, block them, report them, do what you need to do. Because here's the thing. A couple of people reached out to me last night and were like, oh, you better stop being so honest. You better stop doing this. You better stop being so real, because you don't know what YouTube is like. The trolls come out. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Listen, I'm not here to get bullied. I'm here to help people. And I'm certainly not going to let some insecure, got nothing going on for themselves person who has time to, you know, try to YouTube assassinate somebody. I'm not going to let a person like that stand in the way between me helping people. And that's all I'm trying to do here. Even if, like, for example, some people are like, oh, the Virgo reading is so harsh. Yeah, well, that's why there's so many people commenting under it and saying, yes, this is how I've been treated by a Virgo. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to point out things to you that maybe other people don't have the guts to point out to you, so you can have a better life and you can be happier, right? So if I sound like I'm yelling at you, I'm not like, I'm trying to commiserate with you. I'm angry. And I know that you guys know that I'm not angry at you. I'm angry and I'm hurt, you know, because it's like, yo, I'm doing this to help people. Everyone who's gotten a reading from me walks away from that reading like, thank you. You helped me. You figured something out for me that, like, I can pull it out by the root now and I can have a better life. Why would you want to gig on somebody like that? Why would you want to take somebody like that and say, like, oh, one person was like, oh, I bet you don't wear any makeup either. Who said that? I'm Sephora all day. What are you talking about? Like, what makes you think, just because I said I don't own a comb or a brush? My hair is a legend. Everybody knows that I don't own a comb or a brush. You can't brush this. I worked on TV for 10 years and they didn't brush or comb my hair, because when they tried, they'd be like, oh, oops, we shouldn't have done that. Now you look like a mess. Okay? I'm 39 years old. I've been around for a really long time. I know what to do with myself to make it look however I need to make it look. But the bigger point here is, why do we allow, you know, like, people saying, oh, you better calm down a little bit. You better not be so honest, because then the trolls come out. Meaning you should change yourself because you're afraid of people. Because people are scaring you and bullying you into changing. How does that make you feel, Scorpio? Because it makes my blood boil that people think that that's okay. That I should have to alter myself out because of this external pressure. That's just bullying. That's what it is. It's straight up bullying. So that brings me to my next point that I wanted to make. I'm so sorry I'm doing this on your video, but it's okay. The other thing I wanted to say is, a lot of people I've spoken to lately that I've done readings for, they're being bullied in their own lives. And then I just ask the question inevitably, because I can't help it. And I'm like, are your children being bullied? And they'll often, like, bring the kid into the room and be like, are you being bullied? And the kid will open up to me and be like, yeah, actually I am. So what I'm saying to you is, and what I'm saying to everyone who's watching this video is, I give free consultations, free readings, free coaching to any child who's being bullied. Hit me up. My email address is amberkhantarot@gmail.com. Email me. get that little kid in touch with me so I can give them a little bit of this strength that I have to stand up to, because bullying is a huge problem. It is a huge, huge problem. And I've known this for a while. I run a charity where my sister-in-law teach children, my sister-in-law and I teach children who are already in detention how to meditate. Okay, because it helps their lives, it improves the school, it improves their behavior, it improves their grades. And one of the things that we find is that when you teach the kids in detention how to meditate, bullying goes down. Not because necessarily those kids are the bullies. A lot of times the kids that end up in detention are the kids that are being bullied because they take it for so long and then they kind of snap. And then they get turned into the bad guy, right? So this is all kind of related. It's all tied together. Please help me change this internet culture, I know that's a lot to ask, but change this YouTube culture, because this sort of bullying that happens, you know, we allow it to happen to our kids, we allow it to happen to people on the internet, we allow it to happen to people in the media, and I don't really know why we think it's okay to let just a few raggedy people who have nothing better to do with their lives be in control of what people can express and how they can dress and how they can talk or whatever they need to do. That seems crazy to me. So I need you guys to help me, please. Help me when you see me being bullied, when you see other people on the channel being bullied. If you have time, if you're looking anyway and you see someone is just being ratchet, please just block them, delete them, report them. I can handle it on my own, but I feel like I need you guys with me, because I don't think anyone else can understand how angry I am right now about it. You know, you guys are the ones who understand productive anger. You guys take anger and you turn it into something like, yeah, watch. That's what I need. That's how I am, and that's what I need from you guys. Having said that, a full 17 minutes later of me ranting, please don't you guys turn on me too, which I know you won't. You're very loyal, but I'm just saying. This month, November, it is about helping people for you guys. It's about helping your family. You see? It's about helping your family. It's about being charitable. It's about being fair. Okay? Justice. It's about being there for other people this month, for you. Okay? So part of that is because the way that Neptune is going to behave now, there's a lot of old grudges that, I mean, y'all hold grudges. It's fine. I know why you hold them too. Because of the same type of stuff that we're talking about right now. When you feel unfairly treated, it gets filed into your head somewhere and you're like, no. A lot of that stuff that you have filed away, it's going to start breaking up and starting to move. And that may be a little uncomfortable at first because it's so kind of against your personality, but the planets and the sky and everything, it's doing it to move you into a better place. And that better place for you is going to be meeting some really cool people finally. Some deep people like you that you can actually relate to, that you can have good conversations with, that you might end up even dating. But the road there is first you lose the grudges, and then you help the people around you. Help your family. You know, just like I reached out to you, that's why I said this is so timely. Just like I reached out to you, your family is going to reach out to you. Your family, your friends, they're going to need you this month. And they're going to need specifically what a Virgo can, what a Scorpio can provide. I was going to say what a Virgo can't provide. You guys are dope at being needed. If somebody says like, I need you, you guys are like, cool. What do you need? You know, like, it's amazing. Like, that was the thing that initially attracted me to Scorpio men and has always kept me so close to my Scorpio exes, because it doesn't matter. Like, you can just hit up a Scorpio and be like, I need you. And they're like, yeah, what do you need? What happened? You know, and they're 100% there for you. So your family and your friends this month are going to be hitting you up. They're going to be calling you and saying, I need what only you can provide. I need protection, insight, strength. You know, you guys are so good at taking what's under the surface, like people are going to say to you, you know, there's these things that I can't really figure out. I don't really know what's going on. I need some outside insight to see, like, why is this happening the way it's happening? Or, you know, it could be something as simple as like your parents, your caretakers, your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your whatever, saying, you know, I don't know how to quite work this thing. I don't know how to quite fix this thing. And Scorpio comes in and is like, oh, well, I can dismantle this and find out exactly why it's not going the way it should. You know, that's part of your power, is taking what is hidden and bringing it up to the surface and making sense of it. So you will be called on to do that this month. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. That's the New Yorker thing. When we get mad, we, like, all of a sudden we start clapping our hands. We start talking fast. So, anyway. So you will be required to do that. Now, in response to that, in gratitude for that, you will be receiving something that you guys have been waiting for a while. And that's this. Okay? That's like a real sense of fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. It doesn't even need to be a relationship per se. It's more like you're finally going to start connecting with people in a way where you're like, yeah, this is that deep connection that I was like really waiting for. This is the type of person that I really wanted to have a conversation with. This is the type of person that I feel like already knows me, that I can get really, really deep with, you know? And that is, it's an amazing time for you to do that, because I feel like the value that Scorpios bring to everyone around them can be hidden, you know, because the initial impression that people get of you, or the stereotypical impression that people have is like, oh, they're very harsh, they're very this, they can be very mean. And it's like, you know, I feel like Scorpios sometimes sit there and go, yeah, but I'm the one that you come to when you need, you know what I mean? Like, how can you take all these things that I am and make them a negative? Meanwhile, when you need them, you're the first person to come to me and be like, I need you to be like that. So this month you get a little vindication where people do come to you for the things that you do best, and you get to be like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. You get to be the bigger person, but you get the emotional satisfaction, okay? The emotional victory of knowing that these people who have said, you know, in the past, oh, you're too like this or you're too like that, are coming back to you for help, are coming to you for exactly the qualities that they, you know, said that were negative about you. Okay, so there is a sense of vindication there. There is a growing sense of things are going to be all right. Okay, and what I mean by things are going to be all right is, you know, love is moving slow, and I get it. I get it. You may not have made the best decisions in terms of love lately. You may have been hanging on to some pretty toxic situations from the past that you really hoped would work out, and they haven't necessarily worked out. And so you're feeling a little bummed, and you're feeling like, why aren't things working out for me? Like, what is this? What's happening? What's keeping me from it? You know? So what I'm saying to you is, love is moving a little bit slow. Okay? It will pick up. It will begin to move faster. Like I said, Neptune going direct is really good for everybody. However, the most important thing for you guys this month is money. Because you guys have money coming in. Every Scorpio that I've talked to this past month, I've made it a point to be like, okay, I know we're talking about relationships, and I know you're concerned about her or concerned about him, but I need you to focus a little bit because you have a lot of money that's going to start coming in. So you need to be mentally and emotionally prepared to receive it. You know, because if you're not, you'll be overwhelmed. Okay? So right in the center of your reading, let me have you take a look at what I'm looking at. Okay? Right in the center of your reading, money. Money, money, money. Hey, money, money, money. All right, Scorpio females, go get it. Money, money, money. Fair. Remember? You guys are fair. You guys are going to help. More money. But helping the people around you, being fair, doing the right thing, feeling good about it too, vindicated. Like, yes, you know I'm a good person. You know I do the right thing. Don't try to make me seem like a bad person just because I'm a little bit harsh and I'm sensitive and I don't take any crap. That doesn't mean that I'm not a good person, because I'm the person you come to when you need help. Just like I just did. You know? So there's that. Money. Yes, love is here. Yes, there are things that are like changing, right? Oh, you see my book here. That's the book I write all my thoughts and stuff in. So, yes, there is love coming in. Yes, there is a situation from the past that finally Neptune is going to force you, kind of, a little bit, force you to let go of, right? This is karma being like, it's time, buddy. It's time to just put that aside for a minute, because we have some good stuff trying to come in. And hey, love is moving a little slow. Money comes in first. But then guess what? Then we got some really good stuff coming in, okay? And what do we have to be careful of then? Because these are all looking like really, really good cards, right? What we have to be careful of, Scorpio, is that once we do what we do best, what you do best, which is uncovering the hidden, which is bringing things to light, which is taking the secret stuff that people feel and people think and kind of exposing them for what they are. Once you're done doing that with the people around you who will ask you to do it, they will ask help from you. They will need this superpower from you. Once you guys get to the point where you can use this superpower properly and not be judged for it, especially this month, then you will find yourself in a really kind of soft place. You know, you'll feel very loving and soft. And you know how Scorpios, when you get on their good side, they turn into like teddy bears? And they're just so loving and so sweet, and they'll just like cuddle you up. You're gonna feel all that. You're gonna want to be like that. And so what's gonna happen as soon as you start feeling like that? Scorpios, you know yourselves. You know what you're gonna do. What you're going to do is you're going to have a little bit of like a uh-oh moment. Like a uh-oh, I can't really go back to feeling like this again. So should I hold back a little? Should I, temper myself a little? No. Your luck is changing. Okay? Your luck is changing. No need to worry now. No need to worry. Things are moving fast and they're moving in a very good direction. Okay? No need to worry that this is going to become a reality again. This is just something in your mind now. This is not physically manifesting anymore. And what do the cards say? It's cool, man. It's all right. You can let go of this now. Neptune is going to push you to let go of it. But even after the beginning of the month, even after Neptune's energies or the exertion of it is over, there will still be moments of doubt within you where you'll feel like, can I let myself be this person? Can I let myself be real cuddly and loving and open up again? Because, man, I don't know. I really don't want to end up here, right? And that's natural. Nobody wants to end up there. But what the universe is saying is, you got to be strong, because the love and the money, they need to come in now. They just need to. You guys have been good. You guys have been working on yourselves. You guys have been humbling yourselves. You guys are going through a very transformative time. And then on top of that, this is your season, right? Happy, happy, happy birthday to Scorpio. This is your season. So it is time now for you to work, to celebrate, obviously celebrate. Scorpios love to work. Get that money. Make that money. It's all set up for you. And the only thing you have to be careful of now is that people... You ever notice how much people hate on Scorpios when Scorpios start doing well? It's like people feel like you guys have so much going on already that it's too much if you're successful as well. It's too much if you also have a great love in your life. It's too much if you have, if you have enough that you can give to your family and do for your family and do for other people. It's like Scorpios get hated on the most when they're a boss. And why? Because you guys are naturally bosses. So when you have that added element of reality actually, supporting that and also affirming that, the haters come out. The haters come out. And that's why the universe needs you to be strong and leave this behind. I'll tell you why. Because look at it from the universe's point of view. It's like, listen, big homie, we got money, we got love, we got all this stuff coming in. We need you to not have this weak spot, because as soon as you get all this good stuff, the hating is going to start. If you have this weak spot, it'll get to you. Get rid of this weak spot. Fix up your armor. Find the chink in your armor, okay, in your armored plates. Seal this up with strength, with hard work, with believing in yourself and being okay with the emotionally strong person you are and not apologizing for it. Get yourself all the way right, because when these things start coming in and the haters appear, there won't be any chinks in your armor. There won't be any place for anyone to stick the knife in. Okay? Because these people will come out of the woodwork as soon as the love and money starts to show up towards the end of the month in your life. Towards the beginning of the month, you're really going to be a real good support system. For the family, for the people who need you, for the people who reach out to you, you are going to be there. And you will not feel any type of way about it. You'll feel great about it. Look at both these people have scales. Okay? Scales. What I say, you guys are fair. You're going to be fair. You're going to be balanced. You're going to help people who need help. You're going to feel a real sense of emotional victory that these people are even reaching out to you and needing your help, because I thought we were the bad guys, huh? And things will start to move very fast then. Things will move in a very fast, positive direction. You could very easily meet someone who is a water sign or an earth sign, but I don't really think that's what this is saying. What the cards are saying for me, or even a Leo, but what the cards are saying now to me, it's not about a specific person. This is about you making money, having some real good money stuff come in. This is about how you take that money and what you do with it and how you feel about it. And then even more stuff rushing in. Love, soulmates, all this stuff, okay? So because there is so much good, we must be clear. We must not be hanging on to any grudges or pain from the past, because any grudge or pain, Scorpio, that you hang on to from the past becomes a weakness. And I know you guys don't like being weak. And I know that's something that if you find that you're weak somewhere, you're like, oh, I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that ASAP. So that's what I'm saying. The universe is saying don't have any chinks in your armor this month, because with all the good coming in, you know these raggedy people need to come out. You know. Okay? So there's that. So that's very much a career and love reading all in one. And it's really, really good cards that you have here. And, you know, of course, celebrate. It's your season. It's your time. Celebrate. Have a good time. Go out. You know, because that deep connection that you're looking for, this month it's waiting for you. This month, this person is really just hanging around, waiting for you to get out of the house and go be outside and go be around people so they can bump into you. Right? And the only thing we got to worry about with love and money and karma doing what karma needs to do and you guys being on top of your superpower, the only thing we need to worry about is let's just get rid of that bad feeling that you guys can sometimes carry about something that happened or something somebody said or whatever, and you know how you dwell on it and you cook it and cook it and cook it. Just don't do that, because there's no room for that right now. All we have room for right now is work, money, and love. Deep conversations, deep connections. Like you're going to meet somebody, seriously, that you feel like you can really, really talk to about the big stuff, about the deep stuff. And I know how important that is for you guys. I know how much you need that in a connection that you have with someone. Also, this person that you're going to meet, you know how I said you guys are real picky? Picky. I love that you guys are picky, but this person that you're going to meet, this person is going to fulfill all those things without even trying. You know, you won't have to be picky about him or her. You won't have to be, because they are already the embodiment of all the things that are on your mental checklist of what you would need in a partner. Okay? So things are looking super, super, super good for you this month. The only thing that I would be careful of, aside from the grudges, okay, is you guys can have some hangers on as well that may seem like friends, but they're not really friends. And then as soon as all this good stuff comes in, you start seeing them for like kind of what they really are. And that's going to hurt a little bit. Some of these people that are going to hate on you are going to be people who are close to you. And that's going to hurt. You know, and I know when you guys hurt, you hurt. But I need you to not go here this month. Don't let that hurt get to you. Don't let that disappointment of people being, you know, how they are. Don't let it get to you. Because it's only to show you. These people are only going to act like this to show you who needs to be cut out of your life now. Because as soon as this good stuff comes in, you see people's truth, don't you? As soon as things start going good for you, either you see people clapping for you or they're just silent. Those people who want to be silent, those people who don't want to clap for you, cool. Realize it now. Don't hang on to it and get mad about it. Realize it and do what you need to do in terms of cutting those people off. Okay? So that's what I would suggest for you guys in November. Now, let's do the 12 doors of the soul. Okay? Let's see. So, Scorpios, 12 doors of the... Now I'm just looking at my hair because, you know, I'm being petty. Okay, 12 doors of the soul. Rulership. Orators, writers, accountants, teachers, secretaries, interpreters, printers, publishers, clerks, postal and telegraph services, newspapers, all types of local and domestic communication. Okay. The element in which Mercury is placed in any chart shows how one thinks and expresses one's thoughts. For example, Mercury in a fire sign indicates that the type of logic, reasoning, and thinking is influenced by one's enthusiasm and aspirations. If Mercury is in the fire sign Aries, the person's expressions could be quite opinionated. In Leo, it would be more demonstrative, dramatic, and generous. But in Sagittarius, Mercury becomes voluble, tactless, philosophical. Mercury in the earth signs would show that this person's thinking is influenced by practical needs and is pragmatically expressed. Mercury in Taurus would likely exhibit slowness in reaching decisions and even slower to change, but would be thorough in most things. Okay, so what does that mean for you guys? Yes, the potential for change is huge this month. Absolutely. You have so much to look forward to. But Scorpio can get a little bit scared. And that's something that you would never say to anyone. Maybe you even get upset with me for admitting it to others. Like, why are you telling our truth to people? I'm not trying to expose you and I'm not trying to read you. But I know you guys get scared. I know you guys get scared of your own potential. Of how much you know you can do. Of how much you know you can contribute. Of how much actually you give to the world when you get out there and actually do it. And that can sometimes hold you back. It's a strange thing, right? It's like you know how impactful you are when you make the effort, that even just that, knowing that, the knowledge of how impactful you are can keep you from doing it, can keep you from trying, can keep you from exposing yourself to newer things or trying new things because you're like, what if I'm really, really, really good at it? You know, and a lot of people wouldn't understand that, but I understand that. And I feel like what the book is saying and what the cards are saying, and even what this card is about, really, is about don't let things from the past, wounds from the past, don't let any of those things hold you back now. Don't let the fears of the past that led to the grudges of the past be the shackles that hold you back during this really, really beautiful time for you, where you can make money and find love and find connections and see the reality of some people who really need to be shaken out of your life. Be bold and brave and approach this time of huge change with the knowledge that you know you can do it. That little voice in your head that says, oh, maybe we should stop, maybe we should try. No maybes. We're good. We know what we're doing. The stars are supporting us. The cards are supporting us. We move forward now. Okay? As soon as you decide within yourself that you are no longer going to hold yourself back, Scorpio, nobody can hold you back. When I say that you are a force to be reckoned with, everybody knows. When you walk, listen, I have never walked into a room where I didn't know there was a Scorpio in the room. I may not be able to immediately tell. I can guess people's signs very easily, but it might take me a minute of talking to you before I get there. But with the Scorpio, it's like the second I walk in, I'm like, oh, there he is. There she is. You guys are a force, okay? So instead of that scaring you, embrace it. Yeah, I am a force. That's right. And I've got really good things coming to me this month, and I've got really good things that I need to do. So embrace that power. And when people come at you about being powerful, like, oh, you think you're this, or you think you're that, or who do you think you are? I'm sure you guys hear this a lot. You know, when the haters come out, that I don't know why my nose is itching so much, sorry. When the haters come out, that's when you say, I do think that. I do think that I'm quite amazing. That's right. That's true. Nothing wrong with that. Don't let people emotionally bully you out of your blessings this month. Okay? And thank you for listening to me rant. I really don't do this with anyone but Scorpio, so it's so funny that I'm doing it on YouTube too. I never tell on people, but I will tell on anyone to a Scorpio, because I know you guys got me. So, having said that, let's talk about this beautiful mala. So, my friend Cynthia at Shinshaya Jewelers made this for me. And if there was any one sign that I would say should look into something like this, it would be you guys. Because the heart healing benefits of wearing something like this when you are a badass is like, I can't even begin to tell you how much this thing has changed my energy. Like, I think a lot of people on the Pisces video were like, yeah, you know, you're right, you are softer. This thing has softened me. And I don't know exactly how that works. I mean, I know that rose quartz is a chakra healing, heart opening energy. I know that it's really good for attracting love and really good for softening people, but I had no idea that it would work as quickly as it has and be as effective as it's been, because I can be pretty hard-headed. My energy can be pretty, you know, the way I want it to be. It can be hard to shift my energy, but this thing has done wonders for me, like a medicine. And I get nothing from you guys reaching out to Cynthia or Shinshaya Jewelers. It has no monetary effect on me. I'm not doing this to make money. That's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because it's really, really helped me. And I reached out to her and asked her for it because I was like, I think I need something, right? So I'll leave her website in the description below, and then I'll also put my email in there again, because I'm really serious about, you know, whether you're a Scorpio watching this or anybody else, the bullying initiative that we are now incorporating into our charity, where we teach children how to meditate, is just a natural step into the next part of helping children and hopefully creating a world where this type of BS that I was exposed to last night doesn't happen. Because what I was thinking was, you know, I'm an adult. I can take it. But can you believe people do this to children? Can you believe that people behave this way to little kids? Bullying is such a huge problem in our country and in the world. I mean, people get bullied in Denmark too. It's not just the US. You know what I mean? So if you as a Scorpio, or anyone who's watching this, if you're watching it for, you know, because you love a Scorpio or you want to find out what the hell your Scorpio is doing, if you know children who are in a situation where they can't get the help they need and they need a little boost to their backbone, or they need a few, you know, maybe they just need a Harlem vibe. Maybe they just need someone to talk to them and be like, yo, you don't have to take this. You know, if you know a kid like that, please give them my email address. Please reach out to me, because I will make time. For that, I will make time. And the other group of people that I work with in terms of charity that I do free readings for and free consultations for are veterans. So if you know a veteran who's suffering from PTSD, if you know a veteran who's having a hard time, has come back from Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere, and they can't seem to, I can't even talk about them without crying. If you know somebody like that, reach out to me so I can help them. Okay? All right. I'll see you next month, Scorpio.